Hey guys, what's going on? James here, and in this video today, we're going to be talking about how the Miami Dolphins have released Shaq Barrett from their reserve retired list. This video is sponsored by BetUS Sportsbook and Casino, by the way. More on them in a little bit. I'm going to read out the entire tweet from Adam Schefter and an interesting follow-up from Rick Stroud of the Tampa Bay Times. So Adam Schefter said, the Miami Dolphins are waiving former Pro Bowl edge rusher Shaq Barrett from the reserve retired list today. That was on 10:45 a.m. on December 26th. Okay, so that was on Thursday. Okay, this video is being uploaded on Friday, recorded late Thursday night. Okay, good. Barrett can play again this season if he clears waivers Friday. Okay, if another team claims him, then Barrett would be ineligible to play the rest of this season. So that, we'll talk about that in a moment. We appreciate the Dolphins giving Shaq this opportunity to continue his career in the NFL, said Barrett's agent Drew Rosenhaus. Hopefully he will pass through waivers and become a free agent so he can play again this season. He's in great shape and would be ready to play immediately. Rick Stroud said the following: can't imagine Shaq Barrett would be claimed, thereby making him a free agent. Don't think the Bucs will have interest in re-signing him, but we'll see. Then somebody had left a reply to Stroud's tweet that said, LOL, why? Because our edge rush is so strong, because he said he would only come back to play for Tampa. Stroud responded to that tweet by saying possibly a practice squad spot, but they don't have any injuries at that position. First thing would be to evaluate what shape he is in and give him a couple weeks to get reacclimated. Now, I'm going to say this. I know a lot of people have been clamoring for this. A lot of people have been saying, oh my goodness, please, please, please bring back Shaq Barrett, right? We all know how good Shaq Barrett was for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers whenever he was around. He actually has played majority of his career in Tampa Bay by 1 year over the Denver Broncos. He had 45 sacks in his 5 years in Tampa Bay. He had 15 forced fumbles. He had 11 passes deflected. He had 2 fumbles recovered. Heck, he even had a pick 6 in his career with the Bucs. 3 interceptions, by the way. Shaq Barrett was kind of a dog, kind of able to do a ton of things. I mean, 90 quarterback hits. You look at it, Shaq was able to do a lot of stuff. 48 tackles for loss. He holds the single season record for sacks in a season by a Tampa Bay Buccaneer. He was a 4th in Defensive Player of the Year in 2019, 2nd team All-Pro, 2-time Pro Bowler. He did a lot in Tampa Bay, right? He did. While things did take a bit of a turn, he had 3, really good years, 19.5 sacks, 8 sacks, 10 sacks. Then he had 3 in 2022 because of an injury. Then he had 4.5 in 2023. And now he finds himself at 32 years old, and he's going to be a free agent. Right, he's going to be a free agent. And before we talk about further of what that's going to mean, I do want to say real quick, thank you so much to the sponsor of this video, BetUS Sportsbook and Casino. If you guys do use the promo code YouTube150, you will get a 150% sign-up bonus on your first deposit, 125% deposit bonus on your next 2 deposits. That is all up to $2,000. Again, thank you so much to BetUS Sportsbook and Casino for being the proud sponsor of this video. Now, as I just said, Shaq Barrett is 32 years old, folks. 32 years old. I think you could have him around for another couple of years, maybe 2. If he absolutely does want to play for a couple more years, he could be maybe a rotational guy for 2, maybe 3 at the absolute max years left in his career if he really wants to kind of go that route. Of course, Todd Bowles has a soft spot for Shaq Barrett. That whole defensive coaching staff is still here, who coached Shaq Barrett to those great years. But here's the thing. And Stroud said this. First, you'd have to evaluate what shape he's in and give him a couple of weeks to get reacclimated. There's only 2 weeks left of the regular season, and the Bucs are not technically in the playoffs right now. Okay? So the Bucs season could be done in 2 weeks. It very well could. Okay? Is Shaq Barrett going to make an impact in 2 weeks? If the Bucs make the playoffs, is he going to be ready to play by the wild card round? Is he going to have a significant impact if he is able to get out there on the field? Those are the types of questions that float into my head, right? Those are the types of questions that float into my head. I could see Shaq Barrett back with the Bucs on a practice squad or maybe even the active roster. He could be, but how much of an impact is he going to actually be able to make? right? Is he going to be ready to play right away? Regardless of what his agent said, like, he'll be ready to play right away. It's easier said than done, right? It's easier said than done. Now, I will say, one place where he very well could play right away would be the Bucs. I mean, he's going to have to learn a playbook on any other defense. He knows this playbook. Mike Edwards came in and played right away for the Bucs. Could we see a similar thing with Shaq Barrett? I think it's, yeah, I mean, I think it's possible. I'm not going to say it's a guaranteed thing, but I mean, it seems like really the only logical destination for Shaq Barrett to go at this point, if he wants to play right away. And who knows what the future holds if the Bucs do keep Todd Bowles. Maybe Barrett will stick around for another year or two. I don't know. Maybe he can just be a mentor to some of the younger guys like Braswell and some of the other guys that are in that mix right now. It's an interesting nugget of situation that's going on right now. Again, much like the case of like when I talked about whenever the Bucs signed Deion Jones like a week or two ago. Just wish this situation would have happened sooner. But this one was a smidge. Not a smidge. It was out of Barrett's control. The Dolphins just, quite frankly, refused to release Shaq Barrett for a couple of weeks. And now they finally have made the decision here. So, you know, it is what it is, man. We'll see if Barrett... personally, I could very, very, very well see Barrett back with the Bucs. If he does clear waivers on Friday... I could see it happening, but whether or not he will make an impact this close to the end of the season with the Buccaneers, might not even have any extension past the end of the regular season if they don't make the playoffs. I don't know, but maybe Barrett wants to play longer than 2 games at the end of the year, and maybe he'll re-sign for a year or something in Tampa. I don't know, man. We'll just have to wait and see. But guys, have any of your thoughts and opinions about this down in the comments section below? I'd love to hear it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hope you all enjoyed. One more shout out to BetUS Sportsbook and Casino for sponsoring this video. And as always, guys, I'll see you all in the next video or the next live stream. But until then, and as always, guys, goodbye for now, and go Bucs.